And that's why he's the best. Pound for pound, the best fighter on the planet and the Ring Magazine champion. Yes!
Welcome back, people who like to fight. This week, we're going to talk in depth about what happened after the exciting fight between King Terence Crawford and rising star Israil Madrimov. For the second time, Terence Crawford showed that he is a strong boxer. Even though he was the champion, Madrimov did a great job of fighting him. Everyone was amazed by Madrimov's bravery. He kept charging forward and punching Crawford, but Crawford's protection was too strong to break through. At this point, it looks like no one can beat Crawford. The fight was exciting from the very beginning, which was a taste of what was to come. Madrimov threw some heavy leather, but Crawford was smart. People in the know are already talking about this one. Crawford's speed is amazing. He is a blur man. Even Mike Tyson says he's never seen anything like that. Yes, the heavyweight legend Mike Tyson was watching the action live from ringside, and we now know Crawford and Tyson have a long history. Tyson came out to support Bud, and let's just say he liked what he saw. Mike Tyson stated that he thinks there's no stopping Crawford, and after Bud's masterful performance, you can't blame Tyson.
I might say it's 50-50.
You don't think it's 50-50? You think Crawford can stop him?
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can't, he's going to, but he can't.
Floyd Money Mayweather shared his initial thoughts on X, and it's not something you can skip out on. Terence Crawford definitely earned Floyd's respect with this one, as Floyd observed. Crawford is on another level. Madrimov came to fight, but Crawford was simply too sharp and precise. That body shot in the 7th round was phenomenal. It was like he knew exactly where to hurt Madrimov. Floyd's praise didn't stop there. He even joined on a video chat with Terence Crawford straight after the bout with Israil, giving him mad admiration and massive shoutouts.
Spectacular from round one. Hey, you see me wink at you? I pulled one of your moves.
I think the camera.
I see you, champ.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather regularly hits Bud up after a win to show him the respect he deserves.
But you know, after the fight, after all the Terence Crawford fights, I always text him or call him and say congratulations.
While other boxers were talking up Terence Crawford's recent victory, Eddie Hearn had a somewhat different take. He watched the bout till the end. Bell then went backstage and gave a bombshell: Crawford can't beat Canelo. There's no sugarcoating, just straight facts from Hearn's position.
How is Crawford going to be able to bridge this weight gap?
Yeah, I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35. 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized against Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. But you have to use your movement if you're Terence Crawford in that fight. The last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight, trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running, but he would be moving a lot. Of course, that's the way to beat him.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy how Hearn is out here saying Crawford doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of beating Canelo, while Canelo is busy trying to avoid Terence Crawford talks about confused messages. Don't believe me? Take a good look at this.
I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't gonna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he need to enjoy his fight.
Okay,
he deserve it. He deserve it. I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. Went 68, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit for that.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Speaking about Canelo, he complimented Terence on his win, showing sportsmanship between two people at the top of their profession. It's always nice to see more respect amongst legends in the end. Ring Oscar de la Hoya also chimed in on how the fight went down. He was there catching all the action live from the comfort of his own house, and get this Medvedev fight, while watching Crawford take things to a whole other level. He had some pretty interesting things to say. Check it out. I think we're Witnessing one of the greatest fighters of all time in Crawford, he's a master of every aspect of the game, his footwork, punching power, and IQ, it's all world class.
I didn't expect that the fight will be like that, but I thought it will finish 12 rounds. But Crawford he did a good job.
Is Crawford
Manny,
time for
Terence
pound
has
number
been-
one? Time for pound number one?
I think
Terence
so.
Crawford?
Pretty much. I don't think.
Do you feel like they need a rematch, Manny, after what you saw tonight?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a rematch.
That's what we gotta go.
It's kind of a one-sided fight.
Does this fight make Terence Crawford an all-time great in your eyes?
Well, he's still in his career, so he's prime in his career. So we'll see. We'll see the journey of his life.
A star in the game. Manny Pacquiao also gave his honest thoughts on the battle after witnessing Terence dominate round after round. Manny has Bud as his #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Crawford's speed power mix was on full show. This fight was a statement from Crawford. He's not just the best at 140 pounds, but he's showing he can dominate at 147 pounds as well. It'll be interesting to see who steps up to challenge him next. So, who's next for Crawford? The welterweight category is filled with ability. Could it be Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, or someone else? One fan stated that a Crawford-Spence rematch at the correct weight would be the biggest in boxing right now, as it would be an explosive clash of styles. I'm not sure about that one, as there have been rumors that Spence is hanging up the gloves for good. Another fan stated Pacquiao is a legend, but I don't think he can beat Crawford at this stage of his career now. This would be an interesting one to watch since Bud has expressed his desire to get into the ring with Manny, so the chances of this fight seeing the light of day aren't as low as you think. Another fan mentioned, I'd love to see Crawford move up to 154 lb and face Canelo Alvarez. That would be a dream fight. This fan isn't wrong. Crawford versus Canelo is the dream fight. But don't get your hopes up, because that fight will never happen, because the weight difference is too big and Canelo has zero interest in fighting Bud. Maybe Canelo doesn't want the smoke, and honestly I can't blame him. Bud went absolutely wild in this fight, and he's not scared to fight Canelo despite the big weight difference.
I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, yeah, happy. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
But, well, it's going to be a minute before we see Bud back in the ring. He just came off a great win, so let him take a well-deserved break. Check out the Paul brothers' reaction to Crawford's boxing skills. Now the pressure is off, friend, and he's out here celebrating as he should. We've all seen the hard work he put in, and now it's time to reap the benefits.
Yo, I'm with my pound for pound #1.
Let's get it.
Two-time undisputed champ.
Two times. One, 2 times, two times.
My God.
Overall, Crawford showed why he's considered one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. Madrimov showed heart and skill, but Crawford's knowledge and precision were too much. This fight was a proof to the high level of boxing, and it's exciting to see what the future holds for both fighters. The fans are excited, and so am I. This is a golden moment for boxing, and Crawford is at the center of it all. That's all for today's show. If you loved it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to express your ideas in the comments area. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next film.